Well, it's still New Year's resolution season, but right now many folks are starting to feel like they're just ditching the diet and exercise plan, and it's still the middle of January. But you know what? Don't give up yet. This morning we talked to psychologist Dr. Martin Johnson from the Hawaii Center for Psychology about how to stick to those New Year's resolutions. Good morning, doctor, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So every year we always see a ton of people in the gym.
Sure.
And then slowly they kind of disappear. Why is it just so hard to stick to these New Year's resolutions?
Well, you know, I think the mistake a lot of people make is they bite off too much. They make a sort of general plan for the year. Say they want to lose 15 pounds this year. Well, that sounds okay, except, you know, you lose a few pounds in the first part of the month and then you gain one back, and 15 seems a long way away. So it helps a lot if we just sort of reframe it into sort of smaller bits. So if we have a goal for the month of losing 2 pounds, well, that sounds not so overwhelming. And if we do that every month and don't do it perfectly by the end of the year, we've probably achieved our goal. So the first thing to keep in mind is to sort of reframe things into bite-sized pieces that we can actually accomplish and then stay at it.
So if you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to be healthy, instead of saying that, just say, you know, I'm going to try to exercise maybe twice a week. So
Right.
something that's small that you can accomplish.
Something that's small that you can accomplish and that moves you in the right direction, and then build on that. Which leads me to the other point, which is oftentimes when people set a resolution, they set it in terms of things they don't want to do. You know what, I'm going to lose weight, I'm not going to eat carbs, I'm not going to eat dessert, I'm not going to, and that points us at all the things we don't want to do.
That's pretty negative, right?
Exactly.
And
it
it's
makes
kind of restrictive, right?
Exactly, and it makes us feel deprived and all that sort of stuff. So instead, look at what you want to do. Right, I'm going to find vegetables that I really enjoy eating, and I'm going to do a better job of cooking them, or find restaurants that have that. So look at what you do want to do and point yourself in a positive direction instead of always kind of going what you don't want to do. Yeah.
What do you do about those temptations out there? I mean, if you plan to give up smoking, I mean, you're constantly thinking about it. Or if you're trying to give up some sort of bad foods, you're constantly thinking about it. What do you do about those temptations?
Well, you know, the two things I'm talking about, making it doable and also looking at what's positive, are very positive steps. But if it's something that's very important to someone and they've already tried and failed, and it's actually going to have health consequences, consider getting professional help. You know, a lot of people get confused. Psychologists are not medical doctors. We're people who are trained in the science of human behavior and how to help people change what they think and how they feel and what they do. So, you know, making change in your life isn't easy. If it was, I'd be out of a job. So basically, you know, I know it's sort of intimidating sometimes when people think about coming to see a psychologist, but it's easier than it's ever been before. At Hawaii Center for Psychology on our webpage, we actually have videotapes of all the doctors. You can actually see them interviewed before you even make a first appointment.
All right, well, fantastic. Dr. Johnson, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your advice and insight.
Thanks for having me.
And to see this interview again, you can watch any of the interviews on our morning segment. You can go to This Morning on KITV.com. It is 5:54. We'll be right back.